こんばんはいらっしゃい。ちょっとだけね、ホラゲやって寝ようかなっていう感じに気分になったんで、深夜、多分30分、本当に短いんで30分、普通に2時ぐらいで終わると思います。はい。2年ぐらい前出たやつかな。コールオブクトゥルフっていう、クトゥルフの呼び声ですね。あらすじなんとなくやってわかるんですけど、ゲーム自体はやってなかったんで、ちょっとやりたいなということで。うん。ただ、ゲーム自体やってないんで、ギミックとかわかんないんでね、ネタバレ等は、知ってる方いたら、控えていただけるとありがたいです。じゃあやっていきます。私が狂人ならばそれは神の慈悲だ。鈍感ゆえおとなしい最後の時まで正気を保てる者がいるなら、その者に神の慈悲があることを願おう。思いっきりグロテスクな描写から始まる。こんばんはいらっしゃい。新しい、でも2年ぐらい前のやつなんで、そんな新しいっていうほど新しいわけじゃないですよ。ちょっとね、気持ち悪い描写とかグロテスクなのがあるんで、苦手な方は、あれ右にした方がいいかもしれないですね。オートセーブあるな。こんばんはいらっしゃい。走るところ。しゃがむ。おいよよ。開かない。しゃがむ。調べるためライトって出す必要がある。ライトがいると。これかな。あれライトがいるって言われるけど、奥のあれがライトかな。こんばんはいらっしゃい。これがライト。はい。ライト。カッター手に入ったからこれで切る。オッケー。なんかね、ちょっと直訳臭いんでね、なんか正確が何が言いたいかちょっとわからないというか多分あるかな。めちゃくちゃグロいんだけど。はい、飛んでるし。走る。走る、オーケー。走る。
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
強そう。
I hate whiskey. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
俺の記憶を食い止める。治療はもう必要ないと医者が、これをやめれば戻ってくるのは分かっている。そうなればいつの日か俺に朝が来なくなるだろう。治療の甲斐なくまた夢で声を聞く。だが今度は違う。正体不明だ。遠い昔の得体の知らない深淵から浮かび上がってくるようだ。俺を呼ぶこの名もなき生物は何だ。ああ、なんか育成要素あんのか。なるほどね。まあいいや。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
しょ。
I used to be an avid reader.
電話。
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
キャラクターポイントを割り当てて、スキルのスコアを上げます。今8持ってるってことですね。これが話術。話術は、有名対話相手にこの磨く対話で説得したい。クトゥルフの技能値。多分そうかもしれないですね。スキルを磨くと対話で説得したい操れる可能性がある。目星は隠しオブジェクトを発見する。このスキル目に見えない隠しオブジェクトを目星あればなんとかできます。そうなの？調査は、事件オブジェクトを分析、過去の出来事を理解、ロックを開ける可能性がある。ドアやメカニズムを強制的に動かしたり、対話中に暴力を使用する可能性が上がる。対話中に暴力を使用するの？どういうことや？薬の容量、判断、病状診断、医学的な問題の理解を表明できる。オカルトは、神話の知識を、なんでいこうかな。話術と調査。6な、8持ってるから、こんばんはいらっしゃい。どうしようかな。オカルこんばんはいらっしゃい。対話中の暴力はわかんない。どうしようかな。これ話術結構好きなんですよね、話術。4222。これはなんだ、薬。422でいくか。よし。今2なんだよね。次のレベルまでに。 次をレベルまで4。話術結構好きだから。4。よし。これで使い切ったぞ。はっ。どうやって戻るんだ。あれ戻れないんですけど。あ、割り当て。はい、確定。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license.
探偵に資
Show
格あんの
yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
とりあえず娘の事件をね、解明してほしいっていう神父のじいちゃんが来てるけど。
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
手帳を見る。ファイルを見る。こっちか。
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
出荷元は第2と全員が犠牲になった。こんばんはいらっしゃい。警察は事故として片付けているが、娘は精神的虚弱という主張を通す。それはなぜだろう。サラとダークウォーター出身の実業家チャールズ・ホーキンスは結婚について書かれた一本の記事。2人はここで一人息子サイモンと隠遁生活。
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
この絵をただの絵だと思わないでいただきたい。 警察の告知お上手ですよ。書いてある。まあしないかもしれないですね。サラ、どこ住んでたんですか。びっくりマーク。なんか解除された答えってあるけど、自分の話術が上がったからあなた。ただの絵だと思わないでいただき
The
たい。
meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
36号倉庫ってどこだ。この話何かおかしいですね。36号倉庫なんか出てきたっけ。
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
これでまあ全部聞いたんで。
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like
と
I
りあえ
have a
ず
choice.
なんか島で娘さんとご主人と孫
Darkwater.
一家
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
サブ目標ってなんだ。
Darkwater is off the coast of
これか。
Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to... All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to
出
Darkwater.
発。よし。 ャラクターシートを見る。オブジェクトを今みたいに見つけたらわかるんだ。大
I
事や
used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion.
調
Holding
査
your
結構大
position
事で
and
すね。そう
obeying
考える
orders. I wonder why I still take these things.
睡眠薬手に入れた。飲まなくていい。
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
よし、行くか。
I used to be an avid reader.
あ、1個キャラクターポイントゲットした。貯めときましょう。さっきも最初の方にあったんですけど、グロテスクなね、描写出てくるんで、苦手な方はね、ここで U ターンした方がいいかもしれないですね。まだ最初の方なんでそこまで大丈夫だと思うんですけど。QOL クオリティオブライフ。さあ、その娘さんが行方不明になっ行方不明って死んだって発表されたってやつか。その島へ向かうと。大体クトゥルフ系のゲームってさ、なんか宗教団体が。原作はね、何やったっけ、ダゴン秘密教団かな。このゲームはね、また違う、なんか、やからみたいな感じの話は、聞いてます。ゲームはやってないけどね、本当あらすじはね、多少は理解してるつもりなんで。ただこれも多分あれでしょ、ステルスとか追われるとか多分そういうのある系のやつだと思うんで、
We're almost there.
こんなとこに娘さん嫁がせるのっていうぐらいの変なとこに。あからさまにさ、
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlord.
2年前のやつな、PC ですよ。普通に、
And his wife,
PS4 とかでも多分ありますね、おそらく。
Nice young woman and a great
自
painter.
分がやってるのは PC 版ですね。
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbour Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
イッツロイに話しかけ。バーに行く。ブラッドリー。サブ目標から先にやろう。ブラッドリー。こいつやな、ブラッドリー。
Hey, Sullivan, the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbour.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
ああ、他のあれ1個しか聞けないのか。倉庫のこと聞けばよかった。バーに行く。バー。バー。こっち？
You're already in trouble.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum.
Nothing for you here either.
ここは通れないのね。はいはいはいはい。
But you can stay to watch if you want.
バー。
Pick up the piece.
ここか。バー。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
よし。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
やりすぎだぜ。すまない。こいつは敬意を払いもしなかったんだ。え？長押しで筋力をテストする。意味がわからん。どういうこと？喧嘩を先に言ったのは俺じゃないで。すまない。やりすぎだぜ。やりすぎだぜ。ちょっと日本語として意味がわからんな。具体的に何だ？すまない。喧嘩を先に言ったのは俺じゃないぜ。喧嘩を先に言ったのは俺じゃない
You
ぜ。
saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've
勝
got
ち
to
取るも
earn
んだ。
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
it. I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
こんばんはいらっしゃい。
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbour.
The Hawkins Warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself.
めっちゃなんか
Make up
最
your
初
own mind.
よそよそしかったけどめっちゃ親切なんですけど
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
とる妙の
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
まあまあまあまあ、あ
That'll
る
be
程
all
度
for
聞い
now.
たんで、
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
気のせいかなんかみんな顔似てないか気のせい
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
邪魔すんなって言われちゃった。開かない。まあじゃああとは船長の方行くか。ちょっと待って、さっきなんかさ、あんたの額の後ろにあるって言って、俺資料なんかクジラ漁についてあれか、これか。
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
A souvenir from a more prosperous Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
お前いらっしゃい。
What a macabre souvenir.
こんなもんかな。OK。よし、終わったなら話しかけるか。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the
これかな
deck.
とないの。つけて。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
はい。どこ行った？
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You
あ、
mean
まだ
that
ホ
the
ラー要
dates
素もそこ
have
まで強
some
くないん
meaning?
でね。大丈夫ですよ。チャールズ・ホーキンス制御本。
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is
Oh,
opposite the
Koga.
jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
あれか。
Understood.
はいはいはい、オッケーオッケーオッケー。
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
こんばんはいらっしゃい。
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbour. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
戻る。戻る。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
まあとりあえず倉庫の場所は分かったんで手帳を見る。うん、倉庫に入る。なんか正しくなんか調べるものはないのかな。
What a macabre souvenir.
なさそう。
Broken. This place, a Scylla. A souvenir from a more fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
トイレ。特に何もないかな。よし、じゃあ行きますか。その倉庫へ行きましょう。お、人座ってたっけ？
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
よし。
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
こうか。これだな。
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
ひげ生えすぎだろ。
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
お土産
The
とひ
whole
げの境
mansion
界
went
線が
up
な
in
い。
flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
入る方法を探さないとダメかな。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We
これあれ
got
だ
nothing
ね。
better to
め
do
ちゃく
anyway.
ちゃ
There's not much work around here.
話すあ
Fitzroy
れ
gives us
多
a
くない
few chores every now and again, but since the whaling
まあ
station
謎
shut
解きよりはいいけ
down,
ど。
ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
とりあえず最初になんか襲われるぐらいまではやりたいんだけどな。あそこは多分通れないんですよね。
If it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
なんか手があるのか。多分通れなさそう。
Come on, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins Warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
Oh.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
もうこれで終わりだよな。終わりだよ。ああ。直して話術をテスト。
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
どうすりゃいいんだろう。
If I can't get rid of those two,
他の方法
I'll
を
have to
探
look
さ
for
なけれ
another
ば。
way.
キャットに会いに行ってみるか。警官いて入れねえし。
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
あ、でもあっち通れるやん。こっち行けるね。また前回と。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
俺がめちゃくちゃ眠くなんだけど話すと。エボスキルでは近距離にある隠しアイテムを察知できます。すべてのアイテムを見つけると察知アイコンが灰色になります。察知アイコンってな、左下のあれか。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
これかな？違う、これか。あったあったあった。これか。
I could use this old...
ハンドルをつける。ハンドルつけたけど巻かなくていいの？
whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
あ、これを装備しろってこと？驚きが来ないとね、自分も眠くなってるんですよね、結構。スケル。まだなんかあんのか。あ、でも雰囲気は悪くない。起きてたら次行きたくなるような、それぐらいのあれはある。どこだ？違う。あ？あとまだパーツがもう一個いるはずなんだ。こっちは関係ないな。ライダーつけたらより見えやすくなるとかそういうことはない。関係ないか。ないよー。何がいるんだあと。何がいる？あと1個なんかあるんですよね、おそらくつけるやつが。この中にはない。あー、やばい。探索要素になるとポンコツすぎる。いやでも左下の目隠しアイコンがある以上ここにまだあるんですよね。外出たら光らない。取れないの？あったあったあった。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
なげえ！わかりづら！
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
めっちゃなんか毒ガスみたいな。やばいやばいやばい。
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic. Smoke. It's coming from this. I hope it's not.
あ、大きいライトつけて大丈夫なんですかいな。泳いでいく。トレジャーハンターみたいな。なんかいるんだけど。え？
This is primitive.
明らかにやばいものに遭遇したんやけど。じゃあいけない。上かな。
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Jump. 再現シーンってなんだ。
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
いらっしゃい、こんばんは。
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
だいぶなんかうさんくさいとこに来たな。
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
警察官を脅す？
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Andrews,
would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Yeah.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on,
あ
got
んな
some
とこ
driving to do.
もう異質すぎるだろ。住んでる場所が。このおっさんなんか口さちょっと酒目入ってなかった。誰か中におるやん。なんかこの人なんか芸能人の誰かに似てるな顔は。
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
まあなんか最初のステージがここみたいな感じしますね。
The place has been
ここだけで終
abandoned
わるんか
since
もし
the
れんけど。
fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
おっさんって誰？
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house.
大丈夫。自分もうすぐ寝ますよ。次のセーブあたりでね、一旦終えてまた次回にしようかなと思ってるぐらいの。次回というか、土日にね、また進めたい感じはしますね。
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
あ、ハスターはクトゥルフですよね、確か。
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
ゲームをセーブしました。セーブされたということなんで、じゃあ、ちょっとね、とりあえず最初のステージっぽいところには来たんで、明日か明後日のまた夜に、この屋敷の探索ね、やっていきたいと続きをね、ちょっとだけやりたかっただけなんで、導入。思んなかったら、ちょっとまあ、1回で終わらそうと思ったんですけど、まあ自分もちょっと続き気になるんで、また明日以降。明日と明後日どっちかやるときはね、もうちょっと長くやります。はい。もうちょっと目が覚めてる段階でね。今日ちょっと、なんで IVS とか見てたんで。はい。じゃあ、今日はこの辺で、皆さん、ちょっと早いですが、おやすみなさい。終わります。おすすめ出てきました。はじめまして。申し訳ない。今終わるという、今から終わるというね。申し訳ない。また明日以降。やるんで、こっから楽しみです。絶対こっから面白くなっていくんで、はい。では、終わります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。また次回の配信でお会いしましょう。お疲れ様です。